When I first started Final Fantasy XIV, I had absolutely no idea what I was getting into, what I was doing. I worried about, picking the wrong job. I worried about holding my teammates back. I worried that I was never going to catch up to, the end content before Evercold coming in January 2027. Now after all of that, I have now finished Endwalker as a black mage. I am now started my journey in Dawntrail, and I realized that most of those worries just didn't matter at all. So if you're thinking about starting Final Fantasy XIV, or you've only just started, here's 10 things that I genuinely wish somebody had told me before I logged in for the first time. So I'm going to start off as number 10. You do not need to rush, guys. When I started out recently, a couple months ago now, I felt like I was years behind everyone else, because obviously I was, right? I kept thinking to myself, I need to rush through the story, I need to catch up. But Final Fantasy XIV really isn't designed that way. The story is definitely the game. So I recommend you should take your time, you should explore, you should do some side content, obviously, if you want. The game is still going to be there, guys, when you're ready to push forward. Now, the next one is pick the job that you think looks cool. Because everyone, when I was looking on the internet before, I touched upon this in my previous video, but everyone was saying that Black Mage is super hard, it's a terrible first job. But I picked it anyway because I love mages, I love sorcerers, and to me it just looked fun. I've paid for hundreds of hours now, and I don't regret choosing the Black Mage, not for a second. Every job I've noticed in Final Fantasy XIV is viable. You're going to spend a lot of time playing the jobs. So for the beginning, just choose the one that you think you're going to have the most fun with, right? Now, A Realm Reborn is worth getting through, guys. You've probably definitely already heard that people say A Realm Reborn is incredibly slow. They're definitely not wrong. It is very slow for sure. It's a slow burner. But I also wish that somebody had told me that it builds the foundation for everything that is to come later, obviously, right? Every expansion afterwards, the story starts to pick up, it gets better. Of course, not everyone's going to feel the same, but I'm just giving you my point of view as a relatively, I'm a brand new player into the game. From the last couple months now. If you feel that it's going to drag at the beginning, just try and push forward, keep going, because it is definitely worth it, in my opinion. Also, the next thing that I wish somebody would say, nobody expects you to be perfect, guys. This surprised me more than anything. Before my first dungeon, I was a bit nervous, I can't lie, because I know in this game the dungeons and the raids are pretty challenging. They're not easy. I thought people were going to get annoyed if I was going to die and make mistakes, because of course this happens in every MMORPG, right? But instead, people they waited for me when I was watching cutscenes. They explained mechanics if they felt that I needed it. Obviously, they kept reviving me when I died. Most players, it seems, in the FF14 community, they just want everyone to have a good time, and it made me think, okay, cool, this is something new. Normally, I'm used to the toxicity in other MMOs, but so far I haven't found that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, because of course it definitely must exist somewhere, but I haven't come across it right now. You're gonna die, guys, right? You're gonna die a lot, and that's okay. I've died to mechanics that I probably shouldn't have died to. I should have seen them coming. I've stood in many of AoEs before. I've been knocked off the platform, but it happens, right? Every experienced player has done the exact same thing at some point in their FF14 journey. Don't let the deaths convince you that you're bad at the game. It just takes time. You're going to get better. You're going to learn the mechanics. Just trust me on that one. Now, this leans nicely into, don't worry about playing perfect, right? Because I spent so much time in my brain thinking to myself, I need to play perfectly. I'm going to need to remember my exact rotation. I need to optimize everything, because that's kind of my own personal thing. I try to do that in every game that I play. I'm always trying to optimize everything. But then I realized in this game right now, as you're leveling up, obviously, you're constantly unlocking so many abilities, and your job is a slow burner. It's going to change constantly over time. So just advice to you new players, if you're starting out, Just focus on learning one thing at a time. Don't try and play perfectly from day one. Don't try and watch a level 100 guide for the job that you've chosen, because you're going to have no idea what they're talking about, and it's going to make zero sense, and you're probably going to forget that rotation by the time you've even got to level 100. So just try to avoid that. Now, ask questions, guys. This is definitely something that I didn't do enough of. If you're confused, just ask. Whether it's in the novice network, if you join a guild, which they call a free company, or if you're in a dungeon or a raid party and you're unsure, just ask. People so far, like I said earlier, they're usually very happy to help. You're wearing a sprout, a sprout badge for a reason, so just take advantage of that and use it. People know that you're new, so they're not going to be surprised that you're asking questions or you're not sure about things, right? Now, glamour, guys. When I started, I didn't really care what my character looked like. I probably looked like a hot mess, but now I definitely enjoy the glamour. I spend a lot of time trying to, look for outfits, look for glamour pieces, tweak how I look, because, come on, guys. At some point, you need to understand that glamour, transmog, how you look is always, the fashion, that is always the true end game of every single MMORPG, right? And so get ready. There's a lot of glamour to be had in this game for sure. Now, to me, this is definitely the biggest one, I could say. Just enjoy the journey, guys. It's easy to focus on reaching the latest expansion, but some of my favorite moments have come from me going into a random dungeon, doing some PvP, doing some of the raids, and generally just going around the map and the zones, meeting friendly players, people playing music, just random encounters and discovering just new stuff, right? Or, of course, when I finally beat a boss that I kept dying to on a trial or, in a raid, those moments is what you're going to actually remember. So try not to rush. I know this sounds a little bit hypocritical because I'm already in Dawn Trail, but like I said, that's just me. I kind of always play, I kind of degen every single game that I really enjoy. But I'm trying to say, I wish somebody, drummed it into me a few months ago just to take my time and to really try and enjoy the journey. Because, you only get to do the journey once, right? Of course, you can go back and do it again if you really want, but it's never going to feel the same as the first time that you do it. So, right. The community, guys. Again, I've touched upon this a bit earlier, but this is definitely a big surprise for me because I expected another MMORPG where everyone's just going to be angry when you do mistakes, when you die, but people were, they were a breath of fresh air. Like I said earlier, they waited for me. They explained mechanics when it was a hard boss fight. They actually encouraged not just me, but like I've seen people encourage new players to keep on going. They always say when they know that you're new or they see other new players, I've always seen them say enjoy the story, have fun, I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I've just realized that they're a lot nicer than a lot of other communities that I've been a part of, right? So that's a good surprise. Now, again, I want to say one more time, this doesn't mean that every single person or every single interaction is going to be perfect, but overall, I can't really fault the community thus far. So yeah. So guys, there are 10 things that I genuinely wish somebody had told me personally before I'd started my journey on Final Fantasy XIV. If you're a veteran player, let me know in the comment section down below what you wished, somebody had maybe told you way back whenever you started, before you started your journey. And if you're just starting your own adventure right now, I hope that maybe this helps those first few hours for you be a little less overwhelming. Maybe you don't overthink so much now. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll see you very, very soon in the next one. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Peace.